So let's give our hands a rub together and shake off to get started. And let's just smooth our forehead. Create some space. Bring your hands over the crown. As gentle or as firm as you like. Work behind the ears. Good. Might want to pull your ears out gently. Give your face a gentle little pinch and a tap. That's it. We're then going to come down our arms. You can smooth down your arms. If that feels good, give them a little shake off. Clear the gates of the hands, pinching off in between the fingers and off the actual fingers. If you're showing someone or are pregnant, you wouldn't pinch off between your thumb and your index finger. But other than that, that's great. So just clear those gates. What we want to do, we want to open the body up and just make it free flowing, the energy free flowing as possible. That's it. Anywhere it might get stuck, let's just give it a bit of help, release and move. Good. We move down our hands, we're going to move down to our feet and we're going to clear the gates of our feet. You can do this seated, propped up against a wall or standing if you feel like a bit of a balance today. That's it. And whatever we do in the session, always just do what works best for you. Pinching off each of the toes and in between the toes, open up the soles of the feet. And then come on to the other side when you're ready. Lovely. When you feel like you've worked both your feet well enough, take your hands and just give your heels a little stomp. Have your knees bent, and you can do this seated or standing, whatever feels good. Just have a little shake out. Excellent. Shake it up and shake it down. Good. Wonderful. Okay, let's create some figures of 8. Strengthening our aura. Receiving and giving back to the universe in and out. That's it. Let's bring it all around ourselves. And then send it across the waves to each other, sending each and one of you lots of love. There we go. Positive energy. And let's scoop all that wonderful energy up and bring it into our K27. So we're going to travel down the collarbones, drop just below the end of them, and begin to tap. You might find a little indentation there, and tap here, drawing up that beautiful energy of kidney from the soles of the feet all the way up to the end point here. Wow. If it feels nice, inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Do whatever breath pattern works best for you. You then come down to the thymus gland, center of the chest, and begin to tap here. Again, as vigorously or as gentle, whatever feels nice. You can even work in the field if it feels tender. That's the beauty of working with our energy. Now this helps to increase our T cells, it helps to boost our immune systems, so it's a good all-rounder, especially this time of year. Have a little shake off when you're done. You come down to the sides of our rib cage, sort of where your t-shirt meets on the side. That's it, and begin to tap here. This is the end of your spleen points. So when we tap here, it helps with our digestion. It helps with us to metabolize all that we've ever taken in. And spleen is all about self-love and nourishing ourselves. So this is a really good place to tap and rub. And if we rub, we come to the front of the rib cage as well, and we get the neurolymphatics of spleen here too. So you sort of get double extra goodness for the side points and at the front of the ribs. Set off, shake off the hands, and now we move up to the cheekbones, tapping here for the beginning of stomach meridian. When we tap here, the energy travels around our face and then down the front of our face, all the way down the body and off the toe next to the big toe. So we're drawing down that lovely yang energy from the sky. And as we tap our cheekbones, it helps us to connect with our gut instinct, that real deep intuition, bringing ourselves back to our center. Just tap here. And then when you feel ready to, allow the hands to come down. Maybe just place them on your thighs. And just take a couple of breaths here. From here, we're going to the same hand, the same leg. So you can do tiny little taps, or you can make them quite big and lively. See what feels best for you. Let's see if our energy is rolling forwards. Have a little dust off, shake it off again, and then we're going to cross that energy over. Now, if this feels really good, keep with this because we want our energy to be crossing over most of the time. And sometimes it will flip back into this sort of homolateral pattern, which is fine because if we're studying or we're taking a lot in, or, you know, our energy will change from crossing over to homolateral. But we don't want it to stay in homolateral. We want that beautiful crossover coming back as much as we can. So that's it. Really enjoy. And if this does feel hard, just work between the two really slowly until this one feels good. You can bring it behind you. Maybe one in front and one behind. If you fancy a little circle as well, that can be quite good fun. This always makes me happy. I like doing this one. Good. Let's shake it off. So now we're going to set an intention. Bring your hands down towards your root, and you can have them on the body or off the body. So think of an intention just for you, something that's going to work for you. It may be one that you use all the time. You may change it each time you set an intention. It may be that you want to just feel really at peace or joyful, healthy, whatever it is you want to call in. Just take a moment and think about it. When you thought of it, we're going to zip it up our central meridians. We're going to zip it up the body, lock it in at the end point, and exhale it out there. I'm going to do that twice more. In and exhale. And again. Out into the universe. We're going to hook up using our middle fingers, one finger to the belly button, the other between the eyebrows, the third eye, and then just pushing in and up and hook up. So here is a beautiful spot to hold, these two spots to hold. If you're feeling a bit dizzy or nauseous, if you need to bring yourself back to center. And it helps to strengthen our microcosmic orbit, which runs from our root to our crown and circles around, crown to root, root to crown. Take a lovely inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Good. Dust it off. Okay. So we're going to have a lovely bit of movement through the body before we go into a beautiful position of lying down and just soak up all those self-love affirmations I just really want you to receive today. Feel yourself up, ready for this season. Okay. So we're going to just rock back and forth on the toes to begin with and the heels. And you might want to do one at a time if that makes you feel a bit wobbly, but if you can, do both together. You can bring your feet wider apart. Sometimes that helps you to feel more stable. Or if you want to bring them closer together, that balancing effect, just have a play around with it. Good.